See, so the next reaction is about the azoles. 1,3-azoles is what? The alkyl azoles. Alkyl azoles shows very important reactions, and you can see here second position of azole. There is a thiazole. There's a methyl. If it is methyl present there, that methyl is found to be very much reactive, and small base or strong base, or sometimes if you provide some uh, conditions, that is we can say buffer condition. This is buffer condition means what? Acetic acid and NaOH and reflux it. While here we require only low temperature, so there is a difference. Reflux, low temperature, and you people can do research. ये हाई दोनों भी ड्रास्टिक कंडीशन है. 80 डिग्री रिफ्लक्स मींस हाई टेम्परेचर, लो टेम्परेचर. Why don't you try to bring this at room temperature? So that can be the one of the we can say innovation in this reaction. And this is what the aldol type reaction, and you can see that product is what? The aldol, the elimination product from aldol. Next part, it is an independent part. That is what? About the ionic salts or ionic liquids. Remember, azoles are of great importance in chemistry. Azoles को बहुत ज्यादा अटेंशन दिया है, स्पेशली 1,3-azoles को. उसका रीजन ये है, मेनी रीजंस आर देयर. एक रीजन ये है कि एजोल से क्या बनते हैं? आयनिक लिक्विड्स बनते हैं. व्हाट इज आयनिक लिक्विड्स? आयनिक लिक्विड्स उसको बोलते हैं, ऐसे सॉल्वेंट्स होते हैं, लिक्विड्स होते हैं जो not bad for the environment, and they are recyclable. They are very excellent for many reactions. तो इन्हीं आयनिक लिक्विड्स को हम बोलते हैं quaternary azoleum salts. एंड 1,3 पर 2 हेटेरोएटम है, तो इसलिए इसे कहते हैं 1,3 हेटेरोएटम और 1,3 azoleum salts. तो क्वाटरनरी सॉल्ट्स जो होते हैं वो एजोल्स के होते हैं. कौन से एजोल्स? स्पेशली थायोजोल्स के बहुत फेमस हैं, ऑक्सीजोल के भी है, बट थायोजोल का एज आयनिक लिक्विड्स का बहुत एप्लीकेशन है. व्हेन यू गो थ्रू दी, लेकिन इस पर आपको नोट्स पूछ सकता है, आयनिक सॉल्ट, व्हाट आर आयनिक लिक्विड्स, व्हाट इज क्वाटरनरी. तो this, though I have given the number 16, but this is not the reaction. This is a special topic about the diazoleum salt, or we can say it is a if you take imidazole, so imidazoleum salt, imidazoleum salt, and the example is here 1N-butyl 3-methyl imidazoleum hexafluorophosphate or tetrafluoroborate. It's a very good example of ionic liquid. Similarly, if nitrogen contain alkoxy carbonyl group, some ester group is attached to nitrogen, that is also example of azoleum salt, and they can be generated by in the situ, means during the reaction. And such azoles or azoleum salts are highly reactive, and they undergo into many reactions like the addition reaction of allyl compound or allyl stannase or alkyl silanes. So you see here, first of all, we have to prepare the quaternary ionic compounds or quaternary salt. So how it will be prepared? When this see this is what? This is nothing but the chloroformate. If you ethyl chloroformate, okay, remember ethyl chloroformate. When they react, what will happen? This become salt. Now both the nitrogen will take this chloroformate, react with this chloroformate and form the salt. This is the salt. Okay, this is the ionic salt. This further react with this group, this compound. This tin and carbon compound bond breakage takes place, and introduction of allyl group takes place at second position here. Similarly, and when you react this compound, which is not no more aromatic, it is aromatic, it is not aromatic, or this is not aromatic, this is also aromatic, this is not aromatic. Now when you add potassium ferrocyanide, okay, in this case the iron is an oxidizing agent, or this convert the compound into further back to the aromatic nature with the allyl group at the second position. This complete slide tells about the application and introduction of the idea about salt, quaternary salt, which are formed by 1,3-azole compounds. Okay, right. Fine. Next is what about further point? The same. These azolium salts, they can be readily attacked by hydroxide ion or any strong base. You see ammonia, suppose. Ammonia can attack, and here you see at second two position, see two position. When it is attacked at second position, see, so and followed by water hydrolysis, you can say that this uh, starting material will form. There is a, you might have heard alpha amino acid carbonyl is a starting material for the synthesis of azoles compounds. We have know that, we have seen that. Okay, so back give back to the what the starting material what we have used in the preparation of azoles. Furthermore, this is the again imidazole ring. When do acylation to N-acylation or benzylation takes place in the presence of aqueous NaOH. This both the nitrogen acquire or both the nitrogen undergo acylation, and this is nothing but the quaternary ammonium salt or ionic liquid. However, this on heating in the presence of NaOH, or we can say base, strong base, that OH attack at second position, and ring opening takes place. Ring opening takes place, and you can have this compound. Okay, fine. Okay. Similarly, in addition, we are discussing about the quaternary ammonium salt, or we can say quaternary salt, or we can also say that ionic liquids. So in the laboratory, we are in this continuation. One very famous ionic liquid is about the thiazolium salt. You see, the name is very specific. It is also available commercially. And what is used? It is used in two special reaction. One of them is benzene condensation reaction. What is the benzene condensation reaction? Okay, fine. What is the benzene condensation reaction? So the main step in this thiazolium, okay, thiazolium salt or thiazolium ion catalysis. So when this catalyst of ionic liquids are used in benzene condensation, it acts as a Ampolon concept, and it will give you very excellent product. What is expected for benzene condensation? See the product of benzene. So this is the thiazolium salt. When there is loss of H plus minus ion generation, then minus attacks aldehyde. You know, one more reaction, very famous reaction, Stater reaction. This is used in Stater reaction, very famous reaction. Stater reaction. This thiazolium salts or ionic liquids or azolium salts are very famous in the Stater reaction. This is one type of Stater reaction, but this is the specific benzene condensation. So this one attack aldehyde, you see this will form. Then one of the hydrogen will migrate shift like this, and this forms open up nitrogen. You see here, and another molecule of second molecule aldehyde, because benzene involves two molecules of say those aldehyde which do not have the hydrogen, and then there is a formation of like this dimer and migration of uh, one of the this migration here. If you see migration of the bond, see this bond shift here, this bond shift here, and you can see that there is a liberation of a generation of catalyst again, and the formation of the final compound takes place. This is through what the benzene condensation. This is a benzene condensation. This is the name of the compound is benzoin, which is formed in this reaction. Okay, fine. To remember what is the mechanism, this is the very see, this is the specific mechanism required for this reaction. Okay, so this mechanism you should remember how the benzene condensation reaction, very famous reaction. Okay, and it is also used in Stater reaction also. सो क्वाटरनरी अमोनियम सॉल्ट का सेकंड पोजीशन इज वेरी रिएक्टिव. वो क्या करता है, वहां पर नेगेटिव चार्ज डेवलप होता है, वो नेगेटिव अल्डेहाइड अटैक होता है. इस तरह का एडक्ट मिलता है, एडिशन प्रोडक्ट मिलता है. ये एडक्ट में ये हाइड्रोजन शिफ्ट होता है, -H होता है, और बाद में फिर अगेन this bond again come back and attacks on second molecule. Okay, attacks on second molecule. So most important step जो है that to be remembered, that is what this one. That is what this one. This one. That is this one. Yes. ये H migrate होना और डबल बॉन्ड फॉर्म होना, that is a very important crucial step for the determination of true mechanism of this reaction. Now see this again, this attacks here. This is also very important step. This one, and further after that, this OH minus will be what OH bond will try to restore here, and this regeneration of this catalyst will take place. Now you see this is what the benzene condensation reaction. And the next further point is amino 1,3-azoles. Just now we have seen alkyl 1,3-azoles, amino 1,3-azoles. Remember, they exist as a tautomer in the amino tautomers. Second point, if amine group is present at second carbon, they are called as 2-amino 1,3-azoles. They are very much stable and they are compared to other isomers. Right? And the most important point about all these amino azoles is what? When you do protonation of these azoles, very important, very interesting reactions. When you add such amino azoles in acidic condition, so now there are 3 nitrogen, right? If you consider imidazole, तो imidazole में कितने हाइड्रोजन है? 2 हाइड्रोजन and 1 hydrogen of amino imidazole, तो तीसरा हाइड्रोजन. What is expected that NH2 should undergo into the protonation, but that is not occur. However, the pK for amino thiazole is 5.39, and that of for amino imidazole is 8.46. That is a more basic is what amino imidazole. And when you see this reaction, so amino imidazole, what is expected? Being a 8.4 pK value, expected that this H should migrate at this nitrogen NH2 group, but instead of that, it goes to this nitrogen because it is a more basic compared to this. Remember, very important point. And similarly, they're undergoing to resonance, and we'll show you like this resonance structure. Right? So many times you find such questions for 1 mark, 2 marks when you do the protonation of this particular amino imidazole. So that H will not match. हम क्या करते हैं, जल्दी ये NH2 है जाएगा यहाँ पे, but it's not like that. Remember, sp2 carbon is more acidic, more basic compared to sp3 carbon. So there is one rule. This is the rule. Fine. So this is what about the amino azoles. Further, in this topic is they are normal. They behave like a normal aryl amines. What is aryl amines? Means aniline type, and therefore they can undergo into carbonyl condensation reaction easily. What we can say other diazotization reaction. Okay. However, amino oxazole cannot show this reaction, but thiazole and amino imidazole can show the reaction and diazotization with the Sandmeyer type reaction. Okay, fine. You see here, if you react the bromine with this thiazole, amino thiazole, it will give bromomino thiazole. You see the product. This is the starting material. When you add bromine, it gives bromine for fifth position. When you do the diazotization, that also give you NH2 become N2Cl, and on addition of HCl gives you the Cl here. So these are the very interesting reactions when we talk about the amino 1,3-thiazoles, and these are the products. Okay, fine. So next topic would be the 1,3-azole N oxide. This small topic, and this is this slide is only for this. Azole N oxides are not reported actually. They are very limited. Only imidazole N oxide is reported. Like pyridine N oxide is very highly important, very much of great importance in the organic chemistry. But what is the point for N oxide of azole N oxide? Not reported. Only one N oxide is reported, that is what imidazole N oxide, and its reactions are also very much limited and not confirmed their mechanism. So this is what about the reactions of azoles and some special properties of azoles. Okay, so this is what about the